Hey there, it's January 2013, question Tuesday. Today we answer real questions from real people. I need light. Better. Or is it worse? You really get to appreciate the Vlogbrothers videos after you've been watching 3 hours of amateur videos. Nothing against you guys. Anyway, so I thought that because it's after midnight already, I could already start this vlog, because I need to edit it anyway today. So let's get to your questions. So, first question. If you had to live in a country that wasn't Austria, where would you live and why? Well, it would have to be a first world country. Because I'm used to certain standards, like having tap water and all that stuff. Yeah, so I don't really want to go where I don't have that. But other than that, didn't think about it a lot. I mean, England would be cool. I really love London. But I think I wouldn't want to live there for longer than, let's say, half a year, because the weather is not that good, and I don't know. I don't even know exactly, but I'm used to living in a smaller city, in a smaller town. Graz is really cool. I like Graz. I like the size of Graz. I don't know if Vienna would be too big for me, but haven't tried that, and yeah. So I definitely want to go to the US one day. I want to visit New York City. But living there, I don't know. If I get a job, I mean, why not? So I didn't really think about that a lot, and I'm open for almost anything. But I have to be able to communicate in English or German. That's another thing that's important. So actually I'd prefer a country where they are talking English, just to improve my own English, and I don't really want to learn another language, but I would if I would live in a country, at least a little bit. I don't know, maybe South Africa. I mean, why not? It's far away, but Australia. As I said, I didn't really think about it a lot because I didn't have the opportunity yet to go somewhere, and it really depends on where I can work and, you know, all that stuff. Now I'm staying here in Austria to finish studying at least the bachelor, and then maybe I'll even leave for the master. I don't know yet. Alright, next question. What's the nerdiest thing about me? That is a really good question. A really good question, man. Let's see. I'm a computer science student. I like to program. I won a programming contest once. I'm somewhat socially awkward. A bit weird. So that's maybe one thing. But I like to make YouTube videos. I like to make YouTube videos in public. Maybe, is that a nerdy thing, making YouTube videos? I don't know. You tell me, what's the nerdy thing about me? What do you think is the nerdy thing about me? I can't really tell. I'd say it's, you know, making this kind of stuff and talking to a camera, because that's not something people usually do. Did you really go from Graz to Vienna and from Vienna to Graz per train just to vlog at the Stephansplatz? No. No, I went to Vienna for a birthday party, and I went to the Stephansplatz from Krash's place, and I wouldn't have done that if I weren't vlogging. So I just went to the Stephansplatz for vlogging from Krash's place in Vienna. That's what I meant with here. Here, the Stephansplatz in Vienna. Not Vienna in general. Do you know when the next gathering will be in Vienna? I don't know. No. They said they want to make more gatherings, but I don't think that there is one planned. But you should just check the Austrian Nerdfighters Facebook page. How long have you been learning to speak English? That depends on how you define learning to speak English. In primary school, in the 3rd and 4th form, we had 1 hour a week with an English, with a native speaker. There we learned a few words, and I can remember that we learned when to use a and when to use an and that kind of stuff, but couldn't really speak English. In grammar school I had about 2 hours a week, I think, and there we learned reading, writing, all that stuff. Didn't really like it in grammar school though. I did like it in high school, where at first we had 3 hours, 3 lessons, 2 writing and stuff, and 1 where we were just talking. That was also cool. And my teacher really motivated me to learn. Also, I learned by myself. I watched movies in English, and whenever I could, I switched the language to English at certain games or something, whatever, just to improve my English. So basically I learned by watching movies and YouTube videos. Next question. I'm looking forward for some snow. I'm not. Also, that wasn't a question. You have a few questions, alright. What kind of music do you listen to? Oh, haha. Okay, let's take a look at my Spotify. That's what I was listening to before I started filming. I mean, it really depends on the situation. Now, for instance, I wanted to have chilled music, nice and slow, and that's about that. Sometimes I like more party music. That's Zelda music. I mean, I think it's a bit too fast right now, but you can really party to that. Or it really sounds nice when the right part is coming. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Oh, Zelda. Kind of looks. Sounds cool. So yeah, these electronic beats, I like electronic stuff. But I also have other stuff. OK Go, for instance, is starred in Spotify. Or acoustic stuff. Where do we have acoustic stuff? Tom Law, for instance, a YouTuber. You can go and check him out. Yeah, I also like that sometimes. As I said, depends on my mood, depends on a lot of things. Touch my skin again. And I also have chess here. Look at that. Chess music. I also like to listen to this kind of music. Or Chamran. I mean, I have those phases. It changes over time. Definitely changes over time. I used to really like techno music. Not anymore. Techno is way too fast for me right now. And before that I used to like reggae. Yeah. And right now I'd say, I mean, I listen to a lot of things, a lot of genres, but if I had to pick one, a favorite, it would be house music. Generally house music. But not everything. I don't like Dirty Dutch. I do like progressive house. Progressive house, I think that's what I would go with. Although I also listen to other more commercial things. Yep. So much about the music I'm listening to. What kind of food is there in Austria? What kind of food is there in Austria? Food that you can eat. We do have Wiener Schnitzel, and we do have other stuff. We have Mozartkugeln, if you consider that food. Yeah, I don't really know what you want to hear from me. A guy from the US said that we have healthy food, that he's eating healthier here than he was in the US, which might be true, can't really judge. But yeah, I don't really know a good answer to that. There is a lot of food here in Austria. Do we have malls? Well, what's a mall? We do have shopping centers, so a bigger area where there are a lot of shops. But I think a mall is this really big thing where you can get everything. We don't have that here, no. Also, our shops close sometime in the evening. So right now at 11 p.m. I would have to go to a gas station or petrol station to get something. All the grocery stores are closed. So if you come here from the US, you might not be used to that. Next question. Austrians, we do speak German, right? In Austria we do speak German. You do learn German, that's cool. And in my free time, I like to make YouTube videos, or generally film stuff. I really like to film stuff. Also like to make photos, but even more I like to film stuff. Filming stuff is cool. Also today I made a live show. I really sucked at it. But I'm getting better, I hope. It's just practice. The problem is that I have to speak for an hour straight and I'm just not used to that. But I might get used to that if I make it weekly. Also I need to find out how I can make it more entertaining. So that people who come there actually stay there. And, you know, maybe I'll start making music. I don't know. I'll get better at that. We'll figure it out somewhere along the way. So next week there'll be another live show. Today it was just me and my brother, and 2 guys checked in for a short time. What are my hobbies? Yeah, as I said, making videos. And also I like to play Ultimate Frisbee. I didn't do that since September, because then I hurt my foot and I couldn't run. And right now it should be better. When I ran for a bus, I felt that it's still not okay, but I think on Friday I can go to the Frisbee training. And I'm looking forward to that because I really like to play Frisbee. What do I want to do when I graduate? Get a job and earn money and that kind of stuff. I don't really have anything planned yet. Let's first focus on university and actually graduating, and then we do the rest. Alright, I hope I answered some of your questions. If you still have questions, you can go ahead and ask them in the comments, and I might make another video. But as for now, you make a backup. I'll see you tomorrow.